back to AZ Astro. So tonight I am actually imaging the Leo Triplet. I've been imaging it for about 5 days now. So my telescope has been on it for about 2 hours, I want to say, and it looks like the telescope is going to do a meridian flip here any minute, I'm hoping. But I'm doing the Leo Triplet. I had to pause on the Leo Triplet, so I've been doing it for about 5 days. I had to pause on the Leo Triplet the last couple nights. And I decided, because of the full moon, was literally right on top of the Leo Triplet. I'm imaging it in LRGB as opposed to narrowband because galaxies aren't very good in narrowband from my experience. During the time that the moon was in front of the Leo Triplet, I actually was doing the Heart Nebula since it was in the other side of the sky. So I've gotten about 2 hours worth of data on the Heart Nebula. It actually looks really good. It might actually be slightly too close in, so it's not framed very well. But I'm going to run with it. I think it's still going to come out really good. But that'll most likely be my next video. I'm going to do probably 3 or 4 more days on the Heart Nebula, get a really, really good narrowband picture of it. But this image for this video will be the Leo Triplet. As I said, I've done about 5 days. This will be the 6th day. So it's probably going to be about 6 to 8 hours worth of exposure time on the Leo Triplet. I'm hoping it comes out good. I've been fighting the moon the entire time, so I don't know how good it'll look. The upside is it's been very, very clear for several days, as well as it has been significantly cold for the last couple nights. Last night it got down to, I think it was 34 degrees at my house. And then tonight it's 1 a.m. right now, and it's already 48 degrees. So it's a little chilly outside. So after this meridian flip is done, I will see you guys in at the computer. I think I'll record the meridian flip so you guys can see the meridian flip. So I'll see you guys back at the computer. So we are back at the computer. It's actually getting ready to do the meridian flip. I think this will be the first time I have successfully been able to record a meridian flip. But as you can see in the background, I got the Leo Triplet. One of the things I noticed the other day, the last time that it did a meridian flip, is that it was able to re-slew and put the targets right back where I had them when I first started, because with the Leo Triplet, I had to go into the Sky Atlas, and I ended up on M66, which put the Hamburger Galaxy right here all the way against the edge right there. So I ended up having to manually move it over so I could actually get the proper image. But what I noticed was the camera, or the Nina, was able to see that I did that and put the galaxies right back where they're supposed to go. You should be able to see it. It's doing the flip right now. And it should be finishing. And then, so it'll do the flip, and then it'll recenter. Like, I love the whole setup. Nina's the only program I've had that has been able to accurately do a meridian flip. So I'm excited about that. Judging by the pictures I have gotten, I think that the Leo Triplet images I'm getting are actually going to come out really good. Like I said, I've been doing it in LRGB, so we'll see how they turn out. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and let this do the meridian flip so you guys can watch the whole thing. I'll probably do a fast forward, make it go a little bit faster so it doesn't take up so much time. But I usually don't get to record it actually doing a meridian flip. Okay, so apparently the one time I decide to record it, it fails. So I have to physically do it myself, which is fine. I don't know why the star streaked like that. I'm guessing maybe PhD2 messed with it. I don't know. Yeah, I think PhD2 is messing with it, so I'm going to stop PhD2. Alright, so I don't know what all that was about, but I ended up having to park the telescope and then re-slew to the target, re-plate solve, and re-autofocus. That was the first time that's actually happened. The last 3 or 4 times that it's done a meridian flip, it's done it perfectly. But, well, it's back on the Leo Triplet, as you can see. And I am on, see, exposure 3 of the 4 filters. So, it should be done here in probably about 2 hours, I'm hoping. And then I'll do my flats to get rid of these nasty dust spots and these nasty rings and dark spots and everything. So I will see you guys at the end of the video. Okay, so when it rains, it really freaking pours. So on a lighter note already, I'm trying to get more lighting in here so you guys can see me better, so it's not so dark and nasty yellow colored. So I got both my lights set up in here. Hopefully you guys can see me a little bit better. I'm still trying to work with my audio right here. It seems to cut out, as you guys can tell in the videos. I mean, it is kind of a cheap device, but I'm working on it. I'm on channel 8 right now. It seems to be working okay, but I'll find out. So, see how this video goes on this channel. So a couple things happened. I tried, I was getting the Leo Triplet, which is what this video is for, and it was actually successful, but it took a lot of work to get to the picture that I have now. I ended up having to do the Leo Triplet in narrowband filters, which didn't turn out quite as good as I wanted them to, but they're good enough. The problem was every time that I would do a LRGB set, the picture would come out horrible. Wherever the dust particles were, there would be like this indentation. I have a picture of it that I'll put up over the video now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. There seemed to be an indentation that I could not get rid of. So I ended up deleting all the photos I took and did a whole new set. And that's why I haven't dropped a video for 3 weeks. I spent 2 weeks doing a whole new set, and that set had the same problem. I don't know what's going on, so I ended up cleaning my whole imaging train. By that time, I'd already done the narrowband photos, and I was aggravated, so I just said screw it, and I haven't imaged for about 5 or 6 days. And then finally the other night, I went to go image, and my autofocuser right here, which is the Luce Labs Sesto Senso, a few nights before was working perfectly. I mean, I love this device. It was working great. And then I went to go use it, and it wouldn't connect. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I went out, and I kind of unplugged it, plugged it back in, USB drive, power drive. Still wasn't working. So I finally went out there, and I started examining it, and I noticed that right here, there's a little red light that's supposed to light up when you plug it in. Red light wasn't lighting up. So I tried 3 different cords plugging this in. Well, it turns out that the board, I assume, fried somehow. So my autofocuser is shot, so I haven't been able to image for probably about 4 nights now. I've already ordered a new one, the Sesto Senso 2, which will be here on Friday. I'm still going to send this one in to Luce Labs, get them to replace the interior board, and see if that fixes it. If it does, then I'll have 2 of them, and they can send it back to me, so that'll be nice. So I haven't been able to image because this isn't working at all, but I will be back to imaging. I did get several hours of the Heart Nebula, which will be my next video. But when I get my new one on Friday, I need to do some more imaging on the Heart Nebula to finish it in narrowband. So that'll be the next video once I get the new one. So I will have another video coming out, Heart Nebula, probably pretty quick after this one, probably the next 4 or 5 days, considering I've already done most of the imaging. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.